at question 12. John poured the same amount of water on 4 identical pens P, Q, R and S. He hung the pens to dry in different conditions as shown in the diagrams below. So in this case, how are the pens able to dry? Whenever we talk about clothes drying, students need to recall the concept of evaporation. And if this was an open-ended question, students would also need to know how to explain this concept. So let me go through it with you. First of all, there is water in the pens. So the water is going to gain heat or lose heat? It is going to gain heat, and it is going to gain heat from the surrounding air. And when water gains heat from the surrounding air, it would evaporate and form water vapor, allowing the pens to be dry. And students will need to know the factors affecting the rate of evaporation. What are 4 factors of evaporation, and how do we remember them? What I teach my students is to go by the acronym WHAT. W-H-A-T. W stands for wind, H stands for humidity, A stands for area of exposed surface, or some may say exposed surface area, and T stands for temperature. With this knowledge, let us look at the statements. We are to find out which of the following statements are correct. A. Evaporation takes place only in pens P, Q and R. Evaporation of water takes place in all of the pens. Water in the pens would gain heat from the surrounding air, evaporate and form water vapor. Hence, this statement is wrong. B. Evaporation takes place faster in pens P than pens Q. What is the difference between pens P and Q? The difference between pens P and Q would be their location. Pens P is placed under a big tree in the garden. That means it is placed in a shaded area where the sunlight is blocked, while pens Q is placed in an open field where sunlight is able to reach pens Q. So which factor are we talking about here? It would be the temperature of the surrounding air. The temperature of the surrounding air for pens Q would be higher than for pens P. The higher the temperature of the surrounding air, the faster the rate of evaporation. Hence, evaporation of the water in pens Q would take place faster than the water in pens P. Hence, this statement is wrong. C. Evaporation takes place faster in pens Q than pens R. Both pens Q and R are placed in an open field. So what is the difference between pens Q and R? Pens R is folded while pens Q is not folded, which means the factor that we are talking about here is the exposed surface area. The greater the exposed surface area of the pens, the faster the rate of evaporation of the water in the pens. So there's greater exposed surface area of pens Q in contact with the surrounding air as compared to pens R. Hence, the water in pens Q will evaporate faster than the water in pens R. Therefore, this is true. D. Evaporation takes place faster in pens R than pens S. Now, let's compare between pens R and pens S. Pens R is placed in an open field while pens S is in a cupboard. The temperature of the surrounding air in an open field will be higher than the temperature of the surrounding air in a cupboard. And as mentioned earlier, the higher the temperature of the surrounding air, the faster the rate of evaporation. Hence, evaporation of the water in pens R would take place faster than the water in pens S. And therefore, this statement is correct. So, the 2 statements that are correct would be C and D. Hence, the answer would be number 2.
Thank you for watching this video. If you like my discussion, please click on the subscribe button below. And if you like to find out more about my analysis of other questions in this paper, do click on the videos on the right. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye!